ladies, I am here on the show, and I'm here to recap my first game of the day. I'm gonna do the Mets and Pirates game here. Mets beat the Pirates 11-7. I want to recap this game guys because it was on national TV, because I was interested to see how the Pirates, would look. They made these additions in the offseason. They had Brandon Lyle and Osuna and Ryan O'Hearn. I didn't think their offense was a problem today. It was and Paul Skeens only goes .2 innings. I think probably it has to be the shortest start of his career. But you also he wasn't great out there, obviously. Like, he did walk too, but O'Neal Cruz, man. O'Neal Cruz with two of the worst center field plays you'll see in a big league game. Those are plays you should make. This dude was playing shortstop and they threw him in the outfield. What was he even doing in the offseason, man? The first one, he broke in too much and it went over his head. The second one, I guess the sun was in his eyes, but even then you should make that play. They moved this man from shortstop to center field and said good luck without apparently ever throwing him a fly ball in spring training. 2 errors, first inning, first game. And I know the runs go to Paul Skeens, but really those should be errors. At worst, it should have been tied 2-2 after the first inning. At worst. After the Pirates got a 2-run home run in the first inning from Brandon Lyle. At worst, it should have been 2-2. Instead, it's 5-2. Instead, it's what? 5-2 after the first inning. Right? It's 5-2 after the first inning. They take Paul Skeens out. So at worst, it should have been 2-2. It took about 20 minutes for the Pirates to make asses of themselves. The hell does O'Neal Cruz work on, man? And yes, the second ball, I guess he lost in the sun, but that's still no excuse. He played center field last year, and he was terrible. He doesn't get the benefit of the doubt. He's terrible in center field. He doesn't get the benefit. It's almost like a center fielder should be prepared for that issue. I don't know why those can't. I guess he didn't touch the ball near him. It doesn't count as errors. The first one is really bad. The second one, I guess he lost in the sun, but I don't know, man. Would he make that? You don't get that excuse when you don't wear sunglasses in a day game. You wear sunglasses, you moron. Chose not to wear sunglasses in the sun. What a fucking moron. So he has to get a benefit right there. Skeens should have only had like 2 earned. He doesn't get awarded any errors. These might be hard. To me, they might be hard plays because I'm just a fan watching the game, but if you're in the major leagues, man, you should be able to make these plays as a center fielder. They're not that hard of plays compared to, diving players who are trying to rob a home run. Maybe he was out of reach, but he broke in too much on the first one. The guy isn't even an outfielder, let alone a center fielder. Guy's trash. But yeah, Freddie Peralta made his Mets debut. He got traded as part of that Brewers deal. He was alright. I mean, he did give up 4 runs, two homers. I think 2 of those 4 runs were in the first inning. So, he was fine, I guess, for 5 innings. 6 hits, 4 runs. But let's get to the game recap. So, Freddie Peralta took the ball for the Mets. He got into some early trouble on O'Neal Cruz. Dorked the ball to right center field off the game. And then the new Pirate, Brandon Lyle, hits a 2-run homer. Got kind of the win aided. It barely got to the right field wall and just missed Carson Benj's glove. Now they're down 2-0. And then Peralta buckled down, struck out the side. Then we get to the next inning. Paul Skeens comes to the mound. And it did not go well. Francisco Lindor, leadoff walk. Advanced to third and a single by Soto. A sacrifice fly by Bo Bichette, halving the lead. Polanco hit the rubber up the third baseline and reached first without throw. Released Roberts threw a 10-pitch walk to load the bases. And then Brett Beatty hit a ball over the head of Cruz in center, tripling and clearing the bases. Marcus Semien then doubled another missed ball for Cruz, and it's 5-2. And then, after striking out Carson Benjamin's first league at bat, Skeens barely hits Alvarez, and that will do it for him, who was run from the game before the end of the first inning. 4 hits, 5 earned, 2 walks, a hit by pitch, and 1 strikeout. And then Johan Ramirez relieved him and let the Pirates breathe a little bit. 2 1/3 innings of scoreless ball. Both teams were kind of offensively slow in this one. In the bottom of the 4th, Mason Montgomery come out. Lindor and Soto put 2 on with none out. A Bichette strikeout. Polanco flies out. Robert, a ground ball that got past to restore the Mets' 3-run lead. Before that, Brandon Lau hit his second homer of the game, a solo home run, but the Mets get the lead back to 3. Nick Gonzalez singled to lead off the 5th for Pittsburgh. 1 pitch later, Henry Davis doubled down the left field line for an RBI double. Peralta struck out Cruz, including a weak ground ball from Lau and a strikeout to Reynolds to escape the 5th, up 6-4, so they're up 6-4. Peralta went 5 innings, allowed 6 hits, 4 earned with 7 Ks. So, it was an alright start. Nothing fantastic, but it was an alright start, I thought, for Freddie Peralta in his Mets debut. And Henry Davis that was an RBI double, so at 6-4. The Mets added on in the 5th, and he had to showcase offensively. Bench drew a 1-out walk, which was followed by an Alvarez single and a Lindor walk. Juan Soto shot a ball to left to score Bench, and the 3-run lead was there yet again after a Bichette's strikeout. Polanco walked to drive in a run. Robert hit a ball into no man's land off of first and beat out the throw with another run, scoring. The Mets then were up 9-4. Tobias Myers was the first out of the bullpen and saw Ryan O'Hearn get a assisted home run to left field to bring the lead. He guessed it back to 3. In the bottom of the 6th, Mets struck again. Bench collecting not just his big first league hit, but a big league home run, a solo shot to center. Alvarez struck with his own homer 1 batter later, and all of a sudden, then it's again 11-5. Myers stayed in the game again. And then all out another base runner after that homer to O'Hearn. Showing his values like a long man. They traded, he's part of that, Freddie Peralta deal. He would eventually give way to Luis Garcia in the 9th. O'Hearn singled to lay off the frame, and Triolo doubled 1 pitch later to put men on 1/3. Second and third, no one out. After striking out Horwitz, Garcia gave up a 2-run double to Nick Gonzalez, cut the lead to 11-7. However, he buckled down and struck out Cruz to end the game to secure the dub. So the Mets, they actually have an off day tomorrow before resuming playing Saturday with David Peterson on the mound. But yeah, it's just it's any time the Pirates try to battle back, make this like a 2-3 run game, the Mets will just push the lead back out every single time. The Pirates pitching is just seems like the defense, even if Paul Skeens can pitch well, man. If Paul Skeens can pitch well and his defense play well behind him, the Pirates could maybe be good, but it's like the pitching's just still not there. It's O'Neal Cruz in center isn't there. Their offense was good in this game, but the pitching was terrible. The defense at the start there was terrible. But yeah, really good start for the Mets season. To get an 11-7 win. The 11-7 is your final score. Let's go over the stat sheet. The Mets improved to 1-0. 1-0 at home, scored 11 runs. Pirates dropped to 0-1. 0-1 on the road. 7 runs. Mets scored 5 in the first, 0 in the second, 0 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 3 in the fifth, 2 in the sixth. 0 in the 7th, 0 in the 8th, didn't have anything in the 9th. 11 runs, 11 hits, no errors. Pirates had 2 in the 1st, 0 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, 0 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, 0 in the 7th, 0 in the 8th, 2 in the 9th. They had 7 runs on 10 hits with 1 error. For the Pirates hitting, Cruz was 1 for 5. Brandon Lau, 2 for 4, 3 RBIs with 2 homers. Reynolds, 1 for 4. Osuna, 0 for 4. O'Hearn, 2 for 4, an RBI with a homer. Triolo, 1 for 4. Horwitz, 0 for 4. Gonzalez, 2 for 4, 2 RBIs. And Davis, 1 for 4 and an RBI. The Mets, Lindor, 0 for 2, but with 3 walks, scored 3 runs. Soto, 2 for 1 RBI with a walk. Bichette's 0 for 4 and an RBI. Polanco, 1 for 3 and an RBI. Polanco had also 2 walks. Robert, 2 for 4, 2 RBIs. with a walk. Beatty 1 for 5, 3 RBI. Simeon 2 for 5 and RBI. Benj 1 for 3 and RBI with a solo homer and 2 walks. And then Alvarez 2 for 4 and RBI with a solo homer. For the Mets, Peralta 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 earned runs. No walks, 7 strikeouts. Myers 1 hit, 1 earned run, no walks, 1 strikeout. And then Garcia 3 hits, 2 earned runs, no walks with 2 strikeouts. Paul Skeens, 0.2 innings, 4 hits, 5 earned runs, 2 walks, and a strikeout. Ramirez, 2.1 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Montgomery, 1 hit, 2 earned runs, 3 walks with 2 strikeouts. Matson, 0.2 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks with a strikeout. Lawrence, 2 hits, 2 earned runs, no walks, and no strikeouts. Soto, 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. And Santana, 1 inning, no hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. So, that's, all I have to say for this game here, ladies and gentlemen. So, leave a like, subscribe for more. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.